Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I have been waiting for this entire season. I have been waiting for the day I will roast Thelma for her hypocrisy. And that day is today on this video. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cook her up. Let us cook her up. See, let me just tell you this for free, yeah? If there's one thing I hate, if there's one thing I really do not like, it's hypocrites. You know you are a pro at doing this thing. You know you do something. But when you see other people doing it, you want to crucify them. You want to label them. You want to give them tags that does not belong to them. You want to slut shame them. You want to drag them down. And then you place yourself on this very ridiculously high pedestal, making yourself seem like the saint and the holiest of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, what I just described is what Thelma has been doing this entire season. And it's just been very annoying to watch. Very annoying to watch. Yes. Now, why am I saying this? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to roast this girl on this video. So last night, after cuddling for 2 days straight with Kaybobo, Thelma and Kaybobo were kissing last night. They were kissing. Now, we don't know if they did other things, or we don't know, but they were kissing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me use Thelma's language, the way she described Zita and Isabella and any other girl that's been kissing in the house. That was distasteful. That was loose. It shows that she does not have any moral uprightness. I'm using Thelma's language now, not my words. How can she, as a mother, be doing such on live TV? How can she, as someone's mother, a woman that has a child that is looking up to her, how can she be doing such rubbish beneath the sheets with a stranger, somebody she just met in Big Brother's house? How can she be doing such? Very shameful, very distasteful, rubbish. She should be ashamed of herself. Those are Thelma's words. But I am directing those words back at her now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, not so far away ago, Thelma had crucified Isabella for being in a ship with Kaikumi, a guy that she is older than, yeah? Thelma had crucified Isabella for kissing Kaikumi, for getting intimate with Kaikumi. Thelma had crucified Isabella for even daring to be in a ship in Big Brother's house for a single mom of a child of 14 years old. Thelma had crucified Isabella week in, week out, even up until this week, had slut-shamed Isabella for doing things beneath the sheets with Kaikumi. Thelma has made herself Isabella's body counter in the house. She's been keeping count. You kissed Kaikumi, you kissed Kola, you kissed, what's his name? Koi. Thelma has been helping Isabella to keep count. Yup. For Thelma, there is everything wrong in Isabella living her life the way she's been living her life on the show. For Thelma, Isabella is a disgrace to motherhood. All of these things that Thelma has been saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's also funny because all of those words are also coming from someone who is also a single mother herself. Now, their stories might be different in the sense that Isabella got pregnant at a very young age, I think at the age of 14 or 15, not really sure. Whilst Thelma got pregnant probably in her early 20s. Yeah, her baby is 2 years old now. Their stories are different, but it's the same thing. They are single parents. So the question is, why was Thelma so pained? Why was she always keen on tearing down Isabella for living her life? Because think about it now. The things that she was crucifying Isabella for, that is what she already started doing. As a matter of fact, she was already doing it. If Ortega had not been evicted, who knows? They probably would have shagged in the toilet. They probably would have shagged in the house. And so Ortega is no longer in the house. So she has started doing it with Kaybobo. Did I say Kaybobo? Kaybobo. So can we then conclude that Thelma was just plain jealous of Isabella? Because you that your hands are not clean, how dare you? How dare you position yourself or think that you are in the best position to judge another person who's living her best life? How dare you? Or if you think you were so upright enough, what are you doing in Big Brother's house? You know about all the atrocities that happens in Big Brother's house. So if you're talking about, oh, you're supposed to be morally upright, I'm sorry, your child should not see you in Big Brother's house. You should be at home taking care of your kid. Yup. So for me, it's the fact that Thelma, who is also a single mom to a child, just like Isabella, was crucifying Isabella. And you see, I just pray and hope that the rumors are not true, because a lot of you have been commenting on my tweets. In fact, everywhere on social media that you find me, you've been commenting, Glory, Thelma gave birth to a child for a married man. She wanted to scatter the married man's home. The man rejected her. Da, 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 da. I just hope that the rumors are not true, because if they are true, Thelma is in deep shit. I'm telling you, because the internet will not rest. They'll continue to roast her and roast her and roast her. Because why? If she had come into the house and minded her business, play your game however way you want, nobody would have judged her. But the fact that she decided to be so toxically judgmental, the fact that she decided to be so vile towards a fellow single mother like her, Isabella, that is what is just very, very provocative at this point. That's just very, very annoying at this point. And then watching her kissing with Kaybobo last night, and we don't know what they've been doing beneath the sheets anyways. It's not making me wonder, like, Auntie, sorry, I thought you were a Virgin Mary and then you conceived just like Mary in the Bible did. Because person when they chop dick, I take a belly. So you're not coming to the house, you're not claiming that, oh, you are morally upright. But look at you, you've kissed 2 guys. Whilst Thelma is keeping count of how many people Isabella has kissed in the house, she has kissed 2 guys. It's on record now. Oh, let's not forget about how she also has been dragging Zita during that terror roast, how she was dragging Zita. In fact, that was exactly what she was dragging Zita for. That Zita is not ashamed of herself. Zita does not even think about what her parents will say about her, but she's been doing stuff with Dambo's kid beneath the sheets. What has Zita been doing with Dambo's kid beneath the sheets aside kissing? If they shagged, we did not know. They did not show us. But is that not the same thing that Thelma was doing last night? And what she has done before? You see, that's why they say that he who lives in a glass house should not throw stones. In fact, you must not throw stones. Yeah. Because whatever you have around you is just as fragile as where you are aiming your stones at. So Thelma Lawson. Thelma Lawson. Very judgmental. Very vile. Very vindictive. I mean, as much as I enjoy, her personality, sometimes I enjoy the way she dresses. I love looking at her dress. I love her height. I love how aesthetically pleasing to look at she is. But when it comes to a foul mouth and a foul sense of judgment, especially towards Isabella, especially towards the girls, because in all of these things, she's not dragging the guys, it's the girls. So especially how male-centered she is. When I think about how male-centered she is, I cringe. Thelma's hypocrisy, it stinks. The person that acts like she closed her legs, she remained the Virgin Mary before she conceived. Now she the chop kisso. And you and I know that if Kaybobo is not evicted this week, if she is not evicted this week, they will continue and they will even do more. They will do more. Because it started with a cuddle that has graduated to a kiss and to rubbing and smooching. Before you know it, to graduate to fingering, to graduate to stroking, to graduate to doing things, to graduate to every other thing. I am telling you. So Thelma needs to watch it. If she did all of these things for the game, whatever. But if this is how she is on the outside, she needs to watch it. You cannot be judging people when your life literally reflects their life. Period. And this is why I'm going to stop talking. No, I'm not going to stop talking here. What am I saying? I'm not going to stop talking. That's another gist. A conversation between Mide and Dede. You know, Dede was worried, or let me say expressing concern about the second game that Jason J introduced. According to her, there was just a lot going on. She was panicking for her life. In other words, she was panicking because she was scared of not wanting to be called out to do certain sexual acts, you know, because she knows that it's something that she would not want to do. And she was like, oh, she gets really shocked at the kind of things that people do in the house. And whilst they were talking, it was just so ironical that her friend Mide that was sat right beside her, she doesn't know that her friend is the queen of knacking this season. See, aside Erica, aside Daniela, because we've had female housemates that have been heavily nakademosing in their various seasons. So aside Erica, aside Daniela, I think, what's her name now? Mide. Mide carries the trophy for the second female nakist of the season. Mide the nako. And you see, it's even more interesting that when you look at her face, she looks so innocent. She looks like, somebody said she looks like a virgin. I don't know what virgins look like. She says she looks like a virgin. But the way they get the collect, the way she collects, the way she gives, the way she collects, the way she gives. She's very generous. So one would even think that it was gonna be Isabella all the way, but Mide, if they put Mide and Isabella side by side, you will say no, Isabella is the wild one. You don't know that Mide, that one, everybody else is learning walk where Mide is. So when Dede was saying what she was saying, Mide was like, even me too, I'm shocked. I said, you cannot tell, even me too, I'm shocked at some of the things I do in this house sometimes. Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, these housemates will not kill me. I'm going to stop talking here now. I would love to hear from all of you. What do you think about Thelma's kiss with Kaybobo? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on my next video. And don't forget to join us today, 3 p.m. WAT, for our YouTube live conversation. There is a lot to unpack. I look forward to seeing all of you. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.